Okay, let's see who's in.
Great, I won!
That's not possible! No!
Can you shut up, Mark Hamill? See what I did there? If you're like Luke Skywalker, you just whine, and then you get your hand cut off when you're not looking.
What? What?
Okay, have you heard
My
of that?
hand's cutting off here. Don't give me that look.
Okay, have any of you guys heard of a little bit annoying shit on YouTube named Fred?
Hey, it's Fred!
Okay,
Hopefully not.
Okay, there's a page on YouTube that you can go to where you can apply for a partnership, and one of the pictures that they show examples of how you can become a partnership, and one of the people that they show as an example is Fred.
You know what? I saw a video. It was hilarious. Fred comes out. And he's like, hey, it's Fred, and somebody shoots him, and then he like falls to the ground, he's like, and then a guy walks up and shoots him in the head and blows his head apart.
I like violence. Violence is quite satisfying to my brain.
Violence solves every single problem on Earth.
Okay, well, hang on, M16 operator?
MI6.
Yes.
That's the
MI6.
British intelligence.
Oh, what kind of gun is that again?
British guns.
Yeah, but can you explain? Is
So
it
like when you
automatic
fire
or-
them, when you fire them, they're like, "Oh, good day."
No, it's like,
is it an automatic or what?
it's a variety of guns that pretty much would be used by the SAS or the SIS.
Yeah, so let's try
Secret
that.
intelligence.
Sure, let's try that.
And then we can do Phoenix afterwards because that
Great.
makes me cool.
Stuff.
Great stuff. Is this possible?
By the way, I'm having a vote thing going on my channel.
Vote Obama.
No, it's not that. If any of you guys want me to continue making more YouTube poops, send me a personal message and request it. Though it's just I'm checking to see if anybody gives a shit if people want to see me do more YouTube poops and stuff.
I don't actually give very many shits, but I do like to take them.
Yeah.
I don't think people are going to be too impressed with your videos if that's what they deal with. But anyway, well, maybe they will. I don't know. But also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing much the same thing on my channel too. I'm having it, well, not really, but you can just give me comments and stuff because I'm wondering if you guys find me attractive. Just kidding.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're about a 12.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
You're not like you don't swing towards guys, do you?
No, I swing towards technology and like Game Boys and like GameCube.
And keyboards.
Okay, so I take that as a compliment.
Yes, you have a very computer-y looking appearance.
Oh, now I don't know how to take that.
Does he have a golden gun? There's a guy with a golden gun.
Nice! I'm gonna kill him and take it! Just as simple as that. I'm just gonna kill him, take it.
So in case people didn't realize, one time I got dropped on my head and now my brain doesn't work right.
Great.
I know.
You know what's strange? I was born with a giant bruise on my head because there was, I don't know, complications while I was being born or something.
Wait, you actually were dropped?
No, I wasn't dropped!
How did you get that from what he said?
I said there were complications, not I was dropped on my head.
I would love to get inside your brain and know how your thought process works.
Anyways, but I turned out fairly normal despite the fact that I had this huge bruise on my head.
Yeah, you're normal.
Shut up! Yes, I am!
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. If it makes you sleep at night. Good old naive Barry.
I'm gonna come into your house and slit your throat. And punch you to death! Arrgh! Come at me, bro!
I'm not your bro.
Kill him still.
But yes, okay, so you turned out normal. What were you saying?
Yeah, just that I turned out fairly normal.
See, there's actually an interesting story regarding how I was born. My mother was actually a jackal, but they switched babies at the hospital and gave my parents.
Jackal? Jackal?
Yes.
Jackal?
Yes. So my birth mother wanted me to be called Damien or something. I don't know, but she was a jackal, so they couldn't understand what she was saying. But yeah.
Or something quite like that.
I've got a weird birthmark on my head, and it's like 999 or something. I don't know.
Nice. Now then, let's see. I would talk to you guys about my birthmarks, but, well, we won't go into details on those.
So is there a golden gun around here?
Yes, but I want to tell you where it is! Because I want that gun all to myself.
Well, that's a rather disrespectful and greedy thing to do, Barry.
So what?
Yeah, Barry.
I just find myself rather offended by that. It just is very unswell.
Would you like me to slit your throat? Or your wrists?
I would prefer you to like slip like, you know, my pinky finger. Then I wouldn't die.
I think I enjoy the fantasy of your death. Just milling it over in my head right now. It's pleasing thought. Ah! I'm dead again. But actually, ladies and gentlemen, I could ask this of you. If you have any like interesting requests for a video that you might make for me, like I plan on doing some interesting live action videos, but I can't tell you anything just yet. It's all a surprise. Me and some other
I
people.
like surprises.
I do too.
Because they're surprising and you don't expect them.
Yeah, just like that crazy uncle that shows up at Christmas and nobody wanted him to show up, but he did.
And then one day he takes a shotgun to you and he takes out the other part of your brain that was still left.
That happened to you?
Yeah. That's why sometimes I don't think right. I think left instead.
I don't always talk right. Oh wait, no, was that how it goes? That song, Why Can't We Be Friends? Anyways, back to my
I
topic.
keep distracting you from what you're saying.
Yes, you do. If you have any video requests, you want any political videos made, or maybe you want me to do a cool live action video or YouTube poop if I ever get around to doing it.
You don't even know how to make a YouTube poop.
Exactly, so Nintendo guy would be helping me. But
oh, not generic person?
Yeah, like
okay, generic person 12 as well, if he so cares.
You're just plain a fascist.
I'm sorry, okay? It just seems to work better. Anyways,
fascist.
If you have anything you want to ask, just go ahead. I'm on Union Jack James Bond. Go ahead and ask. I'll get back to you if I can. Me or anybody else that's on my channel, and see what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think that Gaddafi would make a good president?
I think he'd make a good carpet.
Do you think Chris Chan would make a good president?
I think he should go, like, I'm not even kidding, I think he should be segregated from the rest of human society.
Let's face it, Chris Chan's smarter than most politicians.
That's true, but he should be segregated from the rest of humanity.
Yeah.
Well, mind you, if he's smarter than the other politicians and he should be segregated, what does that say about the other politicians?
He should be the super president.
The super president.
You could wear like a Sonichu medallion and you could like go to Congress and...
Okay, seriously, I want Chris Chan to do more Sonichu comic books.
No!
Yes!
I've read more,
Yes! Yes!
Nintendo guy, whose fault is it that you read all of them? Yours
Well,
or Chris Chan's? Whose fault? Tell me, whose fault?
It's my fault, but I wanted to read. I was curious to see how bad they were, and
So
they're
you read
painful.
all of them? Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, I didn't actually read them. I watched an audiobook of it because I couldn't stand reading the whole freaking thing by myself.
Hey, imagine if the audiobook was narrated by Anthony Hopkins. That'd be epic. Or Morgan Freeman.
Dude, he is going to do my eulogy. I want that.
Morgan Freeman?
Yes. I want to do a biography of my life, and he will do the narration too.
What about James Earl Jones? He'd be a good narrator for your life.
James Earl, what?
He was the voice of Darth Vader.
Oh yeah! Dude, him too. Him too.
Hey, right now I have more kills than most of you guys.
What?
I actually had more kills than you guys for like a moment.
Come at me, bro! Woo! Okay, seriously, I think I saw this on the internet. There was actually a kid that he got in detention for this, and there was a little slip of it. Somebody took a picture of it and put it on the internet. And it said that this kid got in trouble for taking off his shirt in the middle of class and yelling out, "Come at me, bro," to another student.
That is the most amazing thing I've ever heard.
And it's true.
That kid is my hero. How old was he?
I don't know. But
Would it be so epic if he was like 7?
Wow. But didn't you tell me something that you found something on the internet, Generic Person 12, where some guy accidentally shit and took a crap in the middle of the school, and it went into someone's purse or something?
The person might have been joking, but just the thought of it was funny. I'm pretty sure the person was joking, but I just can't imagine like having a diarrhea dump in class and having it go into someone's purse. But I mean, if it actually happened, then that guy's life kind of sucks.
Wow.
But I mean, who hasn't pooped themselves in the middle of school a couple times? I know BarryBobbins does it all the time.
I'm going to blow up Narnia after this. Literally. At school, they do the Narnia thing with you. It's the, I don't know, what's with the constant narration of me?
I'm sorry, it's just fun. But you would actually kill the Jesus allegory lion?
What was the what?
Aslan the lion, you know, he's an allegory for Jesus.
Yeah, he's like a symbol of Jesus, kind
yes,
of.
yes.
You know, he died for the, you know, Narnian sins.
Except here's the thing: is I actually am Christian myself, but because of Narnia and people making fun of me being in a closet, even though I'm not homosexual. Oh, I hate Narnia.
Sometimes I sleep in my closet because it's darker there.
Yes, you'd like dark places, wouldn't you?
Yes. Reminds me of hell. That's where I was. That's like where I came from.
Dark, cold.
Yeah, but I thought, but generic person 12. I thought you said that if you die, instead of going to heaven, I thought.
Golden gun.
But I thought.
Collateral.
I thought, but generic person 12. I thought you said that if you died, instead of going to heaven or hell or Perigola or wherever, you would go into Super Mario Brothers 3. That's what you said in the Super Mario Brothers 3 Let's Play.
Well, that too, yeah, that is accurate. Yeah. Well, that's what Stephen Hawking claims. That man knows everything. So now, Barry Bob, would you rather I start picking on, you know, Nintendo guy instead of you?
Yeah.
Okay, Nintendo guy, I must say that I rather do not care for you, and I find you to be a rather mediocre friend.
Cool.
I'm gonna kill you for that.
For what?
What's the deal with that? You use the big word niceness against him, but when it comes to me, you berate me in every way possible, saying that I defecate in my pants and all sorts of other wondrous things.
Okay, the truth, ladies and gentlemen, is that I'm jealous.
Ladies and gentlemen,
because BarryBobbins is much cooler and like suave than I am. You know, he's like a total ladies man. He's so awesome that, you know, he just makes me feel terrible because I'm not very awesome at all. I'm just kind of like a little girl. So, you know, I basically take my own insecurities out on him, and then I shot him in the face. But anyways.
I'm gonna kill you for that too. Oh, too late, no.
Are we still bros?
Yes, we are. We're
Paper.
bro. Why is it? Bro hoof. What?
It was player 1.
Oh, I came in second? But some doofus? What?
I don't know how many kills I had.
I don't know either.
Who does this guy think he is?
So maybe we'll have to go over the footage for this one to figure out how many kills we had. I think I might have had like 20 or something, but I'm not sure.
I think I had 16.
I don't know how many I had.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 4-letter word for this. It's called joke. This is that 4-letter word. This is joke. This is a joke.
Can I pull J O K E E 5 letters.
Anyways.
Wait, hang on. What happens if I... No, the D-pad, C-stick... No, I can't scroll for the list.
How about you just write down, is that BarryBobbins' spawn?
Yeah.
So then, like, put down his, and then just, make a point of later on or whatever, you can go through the footage and figure out what you had. We're obviously quite inferior to him in terms of our skills at killing
I got
people.
20 deaths, and the soldier dude got 10. I don't even believe this. This is a joke.
Hang on a second.
Well, he's a soldier and you're a guy in a tuxedo.
I'm part of a... There was a tie for second with 3 people.
And 2 of them were the same person.
What is the deal with that?
What happens if we go to our...
This is like the, you know, judging in Olympic figure skating.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm just pushing replay. Hang on.
Oh.
I just want to... Is there a way you can... Like, it's showing what happened, but is there a way you can fast forward through the footage?
No, this is just starting the level again. We're replaying the level.
Oh, okay, let's get out of here.
So, well, you'll just have to go through the footage to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my score was 16. I'll write it down anyway.
I have no idea what my score was.
Hello, everyone. This is Nintendo Guy and, well...
BarryBobbins.
And me.
Yeah, generic person 12. We are sorry, our video camera ran out of room, and we already did those 2 levels, the other 2 levels and stuff. While the camera ran out of room, so it didn't record any of it. So we're gonna.
Guy, they don't know what levels we did.
Okay.
We did 2 levels, and we were recording quite nicely, and it went quite well, and we said a lot of funny stuff. Except the camera ran out of room, and so we lost about 20 minutes of recording.
Yeah, it wasn't able to record the audio of those 2 levels. So instead,
we're cutting that out, and we're going to redo those levels.
Yeah, we're redoing those levels again, and all the scores that I wrote down for those levels, I'm crossing them off.
You see, Nintendo Guy's camera is really full because he does a lot of homemade porn, especially with like slaves. So you know.
When was the last time you had a slave?
Oh, so
When do I have a slave anyway?
You've got a secret panel in this room where there's like a little tiny dungeon, and you throw her like some fish every now and then, and she eats it.
Oh yeah, well actually that's not a slave, that's actually a Frankenstein monster.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What? You're making movies with the undead?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm a sick man.
Well, no. Frankenstein wasn't undead. He was reanimated.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nintendo guy, sick is putting it lightly. I think I've just...
Anyway, let's start.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen...
hold on, these are the levels that we did. Missile, Silo, and...
Silo!
Silo and Pen. Those were the 2 levels we did, so while the thing stopped recording. So we're going to redo those levels again.
And I'm going to be Bond. James Bond. As usual.
Oh, hold on.
And if you haven't figured it out yet, ladies and gentlemen, I'm using the name Bond in this video.
What weapons did we use again? M16 operated?
MI6. I think we're using Phoenix weapons. Except, why don't we go with,
I think Phoenix weapons were the ones that we used last time.
Yeah.
No, we used MI6 weapons on Atlantis, then we used Phoenix weapons in the missile silo.
That's the fax machine.
A pump action fax machine?
Why? I'm gonna smash it! Oh, wait, it's not actually pump action. Never mind. Although if it was, ladies and gentlemen...
Hang on a minute. Before we start.
And speaking of which, I think that I made a bit of... Oh, no, never mind. We were talking about that in the recording. I made fun of Shadow the Hedgehog again. And I'm sorry to those of you that actually appreciate it.
No, don't be sorry.
Why?
I'm gonna try and turn off the
You shouldn't be sorry. People that like that game, they just, they're...
But they're also some of our subscribers, so I kind of have to respect them. And, I do, because at least they're not being crybabies about it.
If all of our subscribers gave me $1, I would have $20.
Really?
I could buy a pizza with that. Hey guys, I'm gonna be like one of my favorite people on the internet, the amazing E-Bigger, and I'm gonna ask you to donate me some money. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Just say I'm one of our subscribers, so that'd be $90.
Anyway, I'm back.
Gonna pay me.
So which ones are we gonna use?
Phoenix.
Phoenix? Are you sure? Is that the one we use?
Yes, that is definitely.
Even though their hockey team is bankrupt. Yes.
For the record, though, ladies and gentlemen, I actually hate. Well, I shouldn't say I hate, but I dislike the amazing E-Beggar because...
AKA the amazing atheist.
Yes, because A, he's an E-Beggar, and B, even though he, I have a fair amount of tolerance for other religions, being that I'm, Christian, and I feel that I should have the tolerance for other people. But he is a man that does not use rationale when debating things. He makes fun of God. He doesn't debate God's existence, he just makes fun of it. And that... okay, I guess he has a right, but it's just not logical. It's pointless, it's silly. It's worthless, I suppose. And that's part of the reason why I don't like it. I think if you're going to debate something, if you're going to, oppose something, at least do it with your brain.
Yeah, and B, when you're debating, if you're closed-minded when you're debating, you're not going to come off as rational.
Yeah. I suppose that explains it all, but then no. But I will... Sorry.
Well, what I was going to say, the biggest example I can think of that is people that are opposed to Harry Potter on really dumb grounds. They come off as being so irrational just by being closed-minded. It's okay to be opposed to Harry Potter. There's a million reasons why you could be, but there's people that are opposed of it for the sake of being opposed to it, and it just doesn't. It comes off the wrong way.
That it could be said about my hatred for Twilight, except I hate Twilight because it's an annoying teeny boppers movie, and I think...
And also they make fun of vampires.
Yeah,
sparkly
skin?
Can I say something? Okay, the Count from Sesame Street was more hardcore than those vampires.
Oh, by the way, guys, I watched Queen of the Damned. Good. Well, it was an okay movie. I shouldn't say it was good.
Oh, I never thought I heard you swear before.
No, damned as in cursed, as in it's not a swear word, because when you say somebody is damned, you mean they're cursed. But you say they're cursed.
So, I know we're all into BarryBobbins, there's that pump action faction thing, but BarryBobbins is into
I thought I turned off that ringer.
Religious openness. I do have to say, one thing that I don't like about Twilight, I don't understand how a Mormon can write a romance when... I'm not trying to pick off any Mormons. If you're actually allowed to use the internet and you're watching this, I'm sorry, but like some of the stuff you have, I just disagree with. Yeah, I just don't understand how you can write a romance. Now, maybe it's possible, but it's just me speaking.
You know, you have a brilliant point, though. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with this. I have a lot of issues with the Mormons because I heard that they actually were funding this massive anti-homosexual campaign. And granted, I'm not homosexual myself, but I do agree that people should have certain rights, like the right to choose your own sexuality. Like, whose job is it really to decide whether you can or cannot be gay? I mean, nobody's. So
it's my job.
Okay, well, okay. Generic person 12 is the only man on earth that can decide.
It's okay to be gay if you're a chick and you're hot. and if you're willing to like kiss in front of them.
Yeah, that's true.
But seriously, these people take it way too far, I think. And speaking of lesbians, actually, I was in a like Valley Village or whatever down in one of our more metropolitan areas here in Canada. Anyways, I saw these two lesbians in there, and they weren't like tongue on tongue sort of stuff. I mean, they were holding on to each other, and they were pretty close. And I wasn't too sure about it because I mean I thought if kids saw that, but honestly it wasn't so bad that I was gonna make this huge outcry that look at them, they're displaying their sexuality publicly. No, it was more of a it really wasn't that bad, and that's the thing is that I don't take issue when homosexuals or heterosexuals for that matter keep their sexuality kind of like tempered down in public. But as soon as you start getting like eating each other's face, kind of hardcore, that's where I take issue.
So you don't like zombie movies? Man, you're missing out.
No, actually, zombie movies. Well, see, this is where I'm a hypocrite because sometimes sucking face is interesting. Zombie movies just make sense.
What if someone was doing CPR and they had to do mouth to mouth?
Yeah.
Like my first aid teacher, he called that literally sucking face. I'm not saying that's what he called it. It was hilarious because he had a European accent, so it was like listening to Arnold Schwarzenegger say sucking face.
You know what? Oh, sucking face.
Yeah, by the way, BarryBobbins, what is your opinion on gay parades where they try to make it so public about
I think that they're stupid. I don't have a heterosexual pride parade. I don't go around saying, hey, I'm straight, and I like ladies.
Well, I do. Hey, I'm straight. To quote Chris Chan, I am straight. So, and also I'm attracted to hedgehogs.
Ugh. But seriously, like, no, they don't need parades. And plus, they spent like millions of dollars putting these things together. Do you know how many homeless people live in Vancouver area? That's Vancouver, BC, ladies and gentlemen.
No, not Vancouver, Washington.
They have that?
It is Vancouver, Washington, I think.
Okay, well, anyways, but yeah. Like, they have so many homeless people, and you could put these millions of dollars towards buying the property, the materials, and all that stuff to make homeless shelters, and you spend it on a parade showing off your sexuality. What's the point?
Well, you asked a good question, which is how many people there are in Vancouver, homeless people there are in Vancouver. To tell you the truth, there are 2.
Really?
Me and person generic 21.
I'm pretty sure I've seen some other homeless people.
No, they're all just faking. They're fakers. They're dirty fakers.
Really?
See.
Yes.
Keep that in mind too when you go to Vancouver, ladies and gentlemen.
Especially the ones that look like they're on the brink of starving to death. Those ones are especially fakers.
Yeah. Because when you're on the street, you aren't starving to death.
No. No, actually, people on the street eat good. Like, if you go into the right garbages, you can get, like, rotten banana peels. Those are good. They've got, like, potassium. There's stuff you can find. Like, it's,
So, ladies and gentlemen, judging by what we're saying here, well, I'm pretty much just saying that these gay pride parades are just another politician's attempt at getting popularity because he's liberal and supports people's rights. It's just a gimmick to get voted in. It really is.
See, what I would do if I was running for president of Canada, even though Canada doesn't have a president, what my platform would be, I'd have a platform made out of like wood that I'd stand on, and I'd be like, hey, this is my platform.
I think. What am I doing?
Nope, not going there.
Oh, that wasn't what I was intending on doing. But like, yeah, like I said, I don't have a problem with homosexuals or really any sexuality as
What
long
about
as.
pedophilia?
Okay, if you're a pedophile and you're listening to my video, you better send me a message so that I know where you live so that I can murder you myself.
And what about necrophilia?
And tentacle rape.
Okay.
Is there some forms of sexuality you don't like? I take it then.
Yeah. Okay, there actually are a few. The whole tentacly thing, that's all like cartoons, I hope. So really.
Yeah, sure.
So really, you can't really go against that because it's like cartoons. Well, except for the rape part. If it's rape, you're a psychopath, and I'm sorry. I think that you should be stuck in prison for the rest of your life.
But I think rapeseed is good. There is actually something called rapeseed.
No, that's the story one. But if like the whole necrophilia thing, yeah, you dead. I'm sorry, but I have to draw a line for decency somewhere. And not to say that homosexuality or any other sexuality is indecent, but when you have things like pedophilia and necrophilia, that's indecent. That is the indecent form of sexuality. Sexuality is meant to be, by many people's terms, a beautiful thing, or if not beautiful, just, you know, between guys and girls, or girls and girls. Or
there's nothing. I don't think there's anything more beautiful than a man making love to a water bottle.
Oh, well, isn't that something Tommy Wiseau would do?
Probably, and then you throw the water
bottle.
bottle.
Hi, water bottle.
Okay, so what's your least favorite video game?
Who are you asking?
All of you.
Okay, well, since I'm on the right, I'll say I think the worst video game ever made is Super Mario World for the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
So pretty much what you're saying is you are being sarcastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, my least favorite video game ever. I honestly wouldn't know because I probably hated it so much when I played it. When I started playing it, that I didn't play it for more than like 5 minutes. So I honestly couldn't answer.
For myself, I honestly can't think of the worst video game I've ever played. Actually, okay, I might have one game that might constitute the worst video game ever made. It was called, well, I shouldn't say that. It was called Hitman, and it was made on the PS2, and it was just, I can't really explain it. I'd have to show it to you, but it's like a $5 game, pretty much, and honestly, I mean, I was playing it for a bit, but I got so bored with it, I couldn't finish it. I barely got past the second level. It was just, I couldn't do it.
My least favorite game is probably Mario's Time Machine on the Super Nintendo. The NES version I kind of liked, but the Super Nintendo version I hated.
That game is bad just because it's such a good premise and it's so disappointing.
Yeah.
You know
oh god, I got slaughtered there. Look at that. I had 16. You had like 28. Oh man,
wow.
That's bad.
You know what I just thought? You know what I just realized? We were talking about the topic of homosexuality for like 10 whole minutes. Or something like that.
And I didn't say a word. And just to let you know, I wasn't even saying much of a word. It was mainly you and generic person 12.
I didn't actually say that much about it.
I wasn't going to the discussion either.
The thing about homosexuality is, first of all, it's got the word homo in it, which means same, and then it has the word sexual in it, which means sexual. So that would be my opinion.
You know what's really immature? Okay, you know that like the 13-year-old kids, they go around saying, "Oh, you're a homo" and stuff like that, and then there's like much worse words out there.
There's one that it's like there's a type of grenade in this game, except if you remove the R from it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But it's funny because 13-year-olds and stuff, they don't use words like that. They just go around saying, "Oh, you're a homo."
Well, when I was like 12, my insult of choice was "you're a fart boy." I don't know why.
You're a fart boy.
You know, the funny thing about it is...
which weapon? So sorry.
State of the art, yeah. It's funny. A lot of people would assume that Christian people hate... Well, all Christian people, let's say, hate homosexuals. But I've actually met a lot of Christian people, including people that I would say personally are true Christians, that do not hate homosexuality at all. But I found many actually atheist people, you may as well say, or agnostic, like teenagers at school, that hate homosexuals as well, or use that as a way of making fun of people. And I found that rather interesting, just, you know, like, that people assume, you know, it's all Christians or whatever that hate homosexuals, but then it turns out, it's actually not just them.
Well, and I'd like to say, because I'm an atheist, and so I'd like to say, you know, I do not fall into that group of atheists or agnostics that hate Christians, not hate Christians, that hate homosexuals.
Yeah. I thought that you used to believe in God, though.
Yeah, I guess I used to, yeah.
Okay.
And then one day...
But everybody has their own kind of personal beliefs.
Then one day I met this boy named Damien who had a weird birthmark on his head, and he told me all sorts of wonderful things about his dad, so now I'm on their side.
Really?
Yes. Yes, I like his dad. His name is like Luke or Lucifer, I don't know. I like his dad. He lets me listen to any music I want. I can watch Cannibal Holocaust at his house. It's so cool. Well, he doesn't live in a house so much as he lives in a hole, but you know.
Okay, you know, I'm just gonna say this, Christian or not, it doesn't matter. Cannibal Holocaust was a psychopath movie.
It was terrible. Well, you know, it was actually really well made, but it was...
The plot was actually pretty good, though.
It was an okay movie. It was just the fact that the stuff... And it wasn't even that brutal, but knowing that so much of it was real, even not just what they did to the animals, but what they were doing to the natives, like...
What do you mean what they were doing to the natives?
I mean, first of all, the natives, they were actually the only good actors in the movies, and they got basically paid nothing. All the crazy stuff that happens to them, like being forced to go inside a burning hut, they actually, like, did that to them.
Really?
Yeah, like that scene in the movie where they put a bunch of kids in, like, that burning hut, they did that to them.
No,
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah.
I heard that stuff was just faked, are you sure?
Yeah, the burning hut scene in particular, now, like, they didn't actually kill any natives directly, as far as I know, but, like, still, they made them do dangerous things, and they did not get paid well. Like, they got paid basically nothing.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say, this gives me one more reason to think that the people involved in making Cannibal Holocaust should all be shot.
And now...
I didn't know that was actually true. I never knew that.
Yeah, well, some of it, but...
Like they literally burnt them and let them burn in the hut.
Well, they didn't burn them to death, they just stuck them in a burning hut for that one scene in the film.
But did they ever pull them out?
I don't. Like I said, I don't think they directly killed like the natives like they did in the film, but they sure didn't treat them very good.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the two tribes, I believe, Shabatari and I can't remember the other one, are the names of real tribes, but they kind of defamed them a bit by implying that they were cannibals. And the one tribe, they sort of do a cannibal thing with their dead, but it's not, like, they're not vicious cannibals like...
Actually, yeah, I've heard about that. There are actual cases of cannibalism out there, ladies and gentlemen, but a lot of it
in today's time, right?
Yeah, but a lot of it is actually just eating their dead. So people that are dead. And as weird as that is, and as kind of gross as that is...
I don't think anybody eats humans alive, you know that, right?
Yeah, well, no,
Anthony Hopkins.
There are actually some I've heard, I read this in a book about werewolves, and it was like a kind of documentary thing, but it actually went into some real life stuff about a man that was like a werewolf, they said. He was a real man, they said, that actually raped, murdered, and ate children. And now, this was in Russia. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm skeptical about a lot of things that I hear, and I would prefer to have hard facts and actually have evidence of it.
He's Russian, though.
But, well, yeah, I guess. But if it's true, then, ladies, I'm sorry. The death penalty needs to come back, and this is something I won't say sorry over, actually. I will stand by this until the day I die. People like that should be killed, and in fact, he was killed. And I think this is during the time of the communists in USSR. But they took him into a room, they sat him down in a chair, and they shot him in the back of the head. Too quick if you ask me, but, I mean, at least he's gone.
Since we're on this beautiful topic, I have a question to ask two of you. Okay, quick, favorite movie?
Oh, Boondock Saints, I gotta say!
Okay, yes, that is epic. Yes.
Yeah.
Nintendo guy?
I'm gonna have to say my favorite movie. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to say my favorite movie was probably The Time Machine, I think.
So like the 1961?
Yeah, the 1961. Yeah.
Wow, that's definitely my top 5. My favorite is the 1950.
Like there might be other movies out there that I might like a bit more, but that's the one I can think of on the top of my head.
My favorite is the 1957 version of 12 Angry Men, which is probably really weird because of the way I act, but I do actually love that movie.
You know, the other movie that I really like is, it's one that me and Nintendo guy, and I think even you, generic person, that have watched, it's called The Room.
Oh, yeah. That is...
It's beautiful, I thought. I just... There was something so realistic about it. It just touched me right inside.
Where did it touch you?
I said inside.
There is another movie I like that's very close to number 1, and not a lot of people have heard of it, and I highly recommend it to anyone. It's called The Man from Earth. If anyone's not seen that movie, it's definitely worth checking out. So. Yeah. And it was written by the a guy that wrote a bunch of Star Trek and Twilight Zone episodes, and he wrote it like while he was on his deathbed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think it's his best work.
You know, what was I just thinking of? Twilight, that's what I was thinking. No, not quite Twilight. Okay, well, after watching Queen of the Damned, which was an okay movie in my opinion, Twilight just, they're pansies. The Queen of the Damned, this crazy lady who was played by Aaliyah, who died in a car accident, sadly. She was actually kind of attractive, I must say. Anyways.
Before or after the car accident?
Before. But, well, then again, depending on how bad, I haven't seen her in the coffin or anything, but I'm sure that they did a good job prettying her up. Because most people prefer to be pretty while they're being, you know,
decomposed?
Dealt with. Or put in a coffin or whatever. But, yeah, I guess. Anyways, so off that, like, seriously, the vampires in this, the queen, she lit people on fire from the inside out. With her mind, or something. That's how crazy cool the vampires in that movie were. The ones in Twilight are complete pansies.
If you want a good vampire, I have 2 words. Bela Lugosi.
Or Dracula.
Very true. That is Dracula.
Yeah. Dracula.
Now,
there's also Son of Dracula, isn't there?
Yeah, I think and he's like Alucard.
Yeah, that's his name, Alucard.
Alucard. You know what Alucard spelled backwards spells?
Dracula.
Yes, actually it does,
But, okay, so now that we've done favorite movies, okay, quick, least favorite movie.
Gamer. And possibly Paranormal Activity 2.
I think I could have a list, possibly. There was, what was it, oh, my bomb? Yes! Awesome bomb. I think one of my least favorite, sure.
Yes.
Movies was, the Twilight movies. I used to like the Harry Potter movies, but now they just, kind of bore me. There was another movie, really bad. Some horror movie. I don't remember what it was called, but it was just so bad. It was from like the 60s or something like that. But the movie just sucked so bad.
One movie I've seen. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really like the scary movies, but they were okay. I didn't really like epic movie. It was okay, and not a lot of people will admit to that. But disaster movie, I honestly, I hate that movie so much that I would consider taking a spoon and squishing my eyeballs and then sticking my arm into a vice and crushing it to be a better option than watching that unholy pile of garbage.
One thing
hey, Sam, I'm the only one that's
one thing I can say about Gamer is that it's a film that's a disgrace to gaming in general. Like, it's so fixated on first-person shooters and stuff, it should be fixated on other games.
And women that are played by fat men that are eating waffles. And
Don't talk about that scene, don't talk about that scene. For the love of God, and all that is holy, do not talk about that scene.
Yeah, you're right, it is too disturbing. Instead, ladies and
Ruined
gentlemen...
my fetish for fat people.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will do a remixed video, I think, of that scene alone, and I will hack Generic Person 12's channel, and I will replace all of his videos with that for a time.
My review of Sallow was terrible, so that would actually probably be better.
Yeah, maybe.
For some reason, I got like 20,000 views or something on my Sallow review, and I think it's the worst review I've done.
You mean you thought it sucked?
My review, yeah, I think it's the worst review I've done. I hate that review, and for some reason, it's like my most popular one.
Maybe because it's such an iconic movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Die, 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 die! Oh, I was gonna shoot you while you were still dead. Oh, you know, there was this other movie I watched. What was it called? The House of the Undead Hell or something like that. Can't remember exactly what it was called. It was made by Italians though, changed into English. And this movie was brutal for back when it was. Like, I think the Italians just have this strange fetish with hurting things and brutalizing them. It's terrible.
Now, I have to say, because there are a lot of very brutal Italian films like Sallow and Ken Holocaust. I do have to say, for people interested in like good Italian films, the top 2 I'd recommend are 8.5 and Bicycle Thieves. So I think both of those are amazing films.
So I won that round.
Oh, A movie that I would suggest, though, as an Italian movie, this one movie was beautiful. I don't care what anybody says, it was beautiful! What was it called again? I can't remember. It's a... No. It's A Beautiful Life or something like that. Or
It's
a Beautiful Life. Or something like that.
No, It's a Wonderful Life.
No, that's the one with the guy at Christmas.
James Stewart. He's not just a guy, he's James Stewart. He's better than everyone else who's ever lived.
Good point. Now, the one I'm talking about is It's a Beautiful...
excuse me, which one should we do? Sorry about that.
Go over. Wait, go back to normal. Should we go with normal?
Normal or regular?
Yeah, normal or regular?
Yeah, I'm good with normal.
Yeah, let's do normal.
I'm gonna have to say regular.
So anyway, continue what you're saying.
Right. Anyways, it was an Italian-made movie based in like World War II, and it was starring this guy. I can't remember his name, but pretty much it's kind of a romantic comedy movie, but near the end, this guy and his family get captured by the Nazis and they're sent to a death camp. But literally, this movie is like the most beautiful movie I've ever seen, and I could cry just thinking about it. I know you may think I'm a pansy, you may think a lot of things about me, because you're thinking, wow, why is this guy making such an issue out of this movie? I mean, this is BarryBobbins, he's always making fun of stuff. Well, it literally almost made me cry. I thought it was so beautiful.
Well, I have to admit, I am not the kind of person that usually gets emotional from movies. It almost never happens. There are pretty much two movies that have done that. One would be Requiem for a Dream, and the other would be The Fountain. Both of those movies have made me feel, not cry, but feel like I'm going to.
I've never seen Requiem for a Dream, but I really want to.
It's probably one of the better movies about drug addiction. Well, not just drugs, but addiction in general. And The Fountain, I compare it to 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's really weird. You'll love it or hate it, and I guarantee you, it's probably 100% better if you're high. I'm not a stoner. I don't get high, but I can honestly say.
Guess what, generic person 12? We killed each other.
Cool, but I can honestly say it's like 2001. It's just really trippy. You have no idea what's going on half the time, and it is the kind of movie where you watch it and you don't even have to be high. You just feel high by watching it. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi again.
Oh, you jerk! But yeah, it's a Beautiful Life, I think it was called, or A Beautiful Life. I can't remember exactly, but
because there's also It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. But this movie was literally, it was just heart-wrenchingly beautiful. And I don't care if there's some men out there that think I'm a sissy for this, because the movie was truly touching. And I'm a man that I respect art, and that movie to me was art. And that's funny because I also find that the Boondock Saints is art. So
it is art.
It is. It truly is, in my opinion.
I'm going to say something that is going to probably piss off the entire internet, but now Boondock Saints is quite obviously inspired a lot by Tarantino stuff. Now I hate Quentin Tarantino's movies, and this might not be that valid, but I have to say I think the Boondock Saints is better than anything he's ever made.
You know what? I'm sorry, I have to agree with you too.
Yeah.
Ah!
Now I know a lot of people like Quentin Tarantino, and I understand why. I understand the appeal of his films. They just do not appeal to me, and which is odd because I love the Boondock Saints. I'm not sure why. There's just something about it that is amazing.
I think it's the justice that's done.
How did you survive that?
Or maybe it's when the cat blew up.
Yeah.
Look, the cuts! I don't know if I can do the accent anymore!
Have you seen the sequel?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, I haven't. I have no idea if it's good or not, but I like the fact though that the guy that wrote it was kind of like he was like a bartender or whatever, and then he wrote it and directed it and it made him mildly famous, I guess. So, which is kind of neat.
Did you know though that he's like living on the streets now as like a drug addict, pretty much? It's because the fame went to his head, and unfortunately, he said he thought this movie was going to be so popular. The only money he wanted was the money that the movie made in theaters, and the truth is it didn't make a lot of money in the theaters.
It's bigger like that's the kind of movie that is going to make a lot more like on DVD than theater. A lot of good movies make more off DVD sales than. Yeah, I mean, look at The Shawshank Redemption. It made almost nothing in the theaters, but it's like one of the most rented movies of all time.
Yeah, and see, that's exactly what happened with Boondock Saints. Is it didn't do very well in the theater, but it made tons afterwards.
Oh, I actually killed you.
I'm gonna come back after you.
I didn't even know where you were. I just hit a random wall and killed you.
Anyways, but yeah, it was yeah! It was, in my opinion, really good movie. And why is your gun doing that? Did you see that?
Oh, wait,
Generic person 12?
I'm not quite sure why. I'm gonna silence it, and is it gonna still be up? So, let's take it off.
That was kind of cool, I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know why I changed it. But...
No.
Now, if you look at the justice aspect of Boondock Saints, have you seen a movie called Law Abiding Citizen?
Oh, I haven't, but I've seen the commercials and I want to watch it.
If you like Boondock Saints, you probably like that one.
Wow.
And see, you're probably all wondering why I'm so interested in justice, and you know, I could give you an explanation, but I probably won't because that's my personal life, and I shouldn't be going on to into my personal life details on the internet. But I've had some personal life experiences that make me feel that justice is a very important thing, and sometimes the only way to get justice is by killing somebody.
Well, now, see what I'm going to say is, I actually have aspirations of one day becoming a lawyer, so I have to say naturally I think that justice is worth jack shit and I don't care about it.
Spoken like a true lawyer.
Yeah.
And why does Nintendo keep going for that
hey, look,
same
my gun's doing that thing again.
spot?
Look at that. It's doing it again.
You piece of trash! Ah! Alright, come after you and murder you!
Now, I'm going to say quite honestly to people watching, at this point, I sort of stopped trying to win and I'm just kind of going around aimlessly shooting, so...
You know what?
I know I'm doing bad.
Forget this. You, me, team up, take out Nintendo.
I'm not even, I bet, yeah, I'm not even trying anything anymore.
Prepare to taste the wrath of my sword!
Face the wrath of Khan.
Khan!
And where's that from again? Star Trek?
Yeah, it's like, that's probably the best Star Trek, well, in my opinion, the best Star Trek movie. Star Trek 2.
Now then, where is Nintendo?
I already lost my thing, what you would call it.
Yeah, I know! And guess who got it? Run, Forrest! Run!
Well, Mom always said life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes the dark ones don't taste so good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Up.
What happened while teaming up?
I forgot about that.
I've got 3 kills in this level. Nintendo guy has 17. I've never actually played this level before, so I have no idea where I'm going or anything.
Really?
Yeah, I've played this game.
Crotch shot! Crotch shot!
I swear, I barely played this game at all. I don't know why, because it's a good game.
I don't play this game at all either.
I don't know why. It's a good game. It's a really good first-person shooter. It's really fun as a multiplayer.
Yeah.
I always get onto some other game.
You know, though, here's the one thing that I always find, and this is just because these games are old, but they never really have as many maps as I would like. Oh, hey, I'm doing that gun thing too.
I've always wanted, like, if there's a first-person shooter game where you could create your own maps. That would be
Yes,
awesome.
there is.
Yeah,
Time Splitters.
Okay.
Oh, I can't believe we said it at the same time.
Ah!
You're like lovers finishing each other's sentences.
I'm like your murderer because I'm going to kill you too. But seriously. Speaking of which, we might do a let's play of Time Splitters, and
well, we're doing Perfect Dark at some point.
Yes, generic person. If you want to be a part of our Time Splitters let's play, I would be extremely happy to have you in it.
Now, the thing is, I take offense to, you didn't specify which generic person. You just said generic person.
Sorry, generic person 12.
What if it was one of the ones that survived Dr. Hawking's, many beatings? Like, 'cause, he's like my father, and he created us, and I think 2 of us survived. What if, like, what if one of those ones was here? How would, we know?
Ah! Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so the generic person 12, I would be honored if I could have you as my wife. Just kidding.
That'd be a good wife. I wouldn't yell too much when you took me from behind, so
What? I'm sorry, I just had to say that. It just went together so wonderfully, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I would really like it if I could have you in my Let's Play if you would stop shooting me!
Great.
Oh, wait, that's Nintendo guy, never mind.
Now, if anyone wants to know a fun bit of trivia about generic person, oh wait, no one wants to know trivia about me, but my idea for the whole generic person 12, and the cloning thing comes from a French movie called City of Lost Children. So that's where I stole my idea from.
Yeah. Generic 21 is. Oh wait, was he supposed to be like your twin? No, you said that you found him on the streets. Never mind.
I keep his backstory, like I mix it up all the time because I'm not sure. All I know is he's from Chicago, but he's also, like, I stole him, but also, you know, he's like a serial killer, but he's also not that fond of disturbing movies. So I'm very inconsistent with his character, intentionally. This round is going terribly for me. I got 3 kills.
It's going terribly for everybody! Everybody wants to be a cat.
What was that from again? I can't remember. It was a Disney
Could it
movie.
be from Aristocats?
Well, I know it was from a Disney movie.
Everybody wants to be a cat. What?
Spiders.
Hot lols.
LOL.
Lol cat.
Yeah.
So, now, just like everyone that likes lolcats, raise your hand. Hey, you don't actually. You were just going with the flow and
Are you
copying us.
Kidding me? Nintendo guy came in first.
Yes, I did.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a piece of
you know,
garbage because
we didn't have any bots in
No,
that
we
level.
didn't.
Yeah, it doesn't allow you to have. That's the only level where you can't play with bots.
Okay. Now, fun fact here. I have actually 3 kills. Yes.
Fun fact! Fun fact here, I have 11. Even though
That's not fun!
Even though Nintendo guy kept using a stupid rocket launcher!
Yeah, that's me.
So we won't be able
piece
to tally it up because I think there was one where we didn't figure out how many I killed, right? So,
Yeah.
But the important thing is everyone knows at this point that I definitely did not win.
Yeah. I think the whole point of it is that at least we did it just for the hell of it, so
Let's add them up. Let's add them up and see what we got, just in general.
No, but okay, yeah, I don't really matter. So, but how many kills did you have in that one? You said you had 16 in that one.
yeah, that one where we didn't get the full results.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can assume I had like 16, maybe. I might have had less, but we can.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't able to get your total there.
Yeah. Whatever. We can do a more official tally later.
Well, maybe while I'm editing this Let's Play, I'll total it all up.
Yeah.
While I'm editing this Let's Play, so maybe not right now, but later, and I'll probably put a text thing, which I probably would have done already by now. But
Well, let's see what we have right now then, and then we can edit it.
Okay,
So,
sure.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the unofficial tally.
Okay, I need to turn on the lights. It's getting kind of dark around here.
Bring a light.
No.
Then what did you just turn on?
The light.
Oh my.
Oh, I thought you meant like a flashlight.
Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. That's
Please don't repeat that!
Don't you don't like that scene?
It's so annoying. I just want to sit there and gouge out my eyes.
Oh, can I have that pen? Here.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, fun fact about Nightfire, it has some of the best James Bond music out of all the other video games. I mean, James Bond video games.
So, what do you think is the best James Bond video game?
I think it would have to be GoldenEye.
I'm gonna say James Bond on the Atari. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you were serious about that, you would have actually been marked for death.
The only one I've actually played a lot and actually beaten the story mode for is Agent Under Fire, so I haven't played a lot of James Bond games.
Here is my toast to this lovely
Okay, I got my score, now I'm doing...
That's my, like, drink you're drinking.
Burns! Mm.
I was just kidding.
No, it's not that, it's literally burnt.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, BarryBobbins has an announcement to make, a public service announcement. Ginger
I'll
ale.
only be editing out because I'm in the middle of totaling.
Okay, no, I want them to hear what I have to say. Anyways, drinking ginger ale really fast, especially when it has lemon juice, burns!
It burns!
Exactly. Badly. But it's so tasty.
Tasty.
Wow, BarryBobbins, you beat me by 1 point.
Yes!
Hold on, but we don't know who won yet.
That's true.
We don't know Nintendo Guy's exact score on that one level.
Ladies and gentlemen, the score is still kind of iffy, but from what we can tell, I'm winning. Unofficially.
I'm just gonna dance now.
No pelvic thrusting! It's dirty!
Sorry,
and
Generic Person
inappropriate.
12, I wasn't able to get your score for that one level, so the totaling might not be accurate, though.
Yeah, I know I'm in last no matter what. But hey, gee whiz, golly, gee willikers, oh boy, I had a swell time. It was ace.
Are you making fun of the fact that I won't swear? It's not even...
No, the winner is BarryBobbins.
I was actually making fun of my mom.
By the way, the winner is BarryBobbins.
Unofficially.
Wow, I got slaughtered there.
Why'd you circle yours?
Well, because I was originally I was going to do it with all three of us, but I was going to see who I was circling the totals. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the scores right now. The BarryBobbins won this round. My score was 221. BarryBobbins was 222.
Don't say mine. Don't say mine. Don't say mine. Don't say mine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I'm not going to say Generic Person 12.
153!
Okay, well that's not that.
It wasn't that bad.
Okay,
it wasn't that bad.
the accurate score. That's not the accurate score because that one level we weren't able to get Generic Person 12's score, so the accurate the total is not accurate. So we're not gonna. So Generic Person 12's score we're not pretty much gonna count though.
But, you're saying I don't count? Oh,
you know what's funny?
What's the point of living?
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna laugh at is if he actually got 70 more points than we thought.
Yeah.
he ends up beating
That's
us.
right now like literally impossible.
Well, we can tell you that Generic Person 12 didn't make it, but we weren't able to get his score.
He tried though. He tried.
Yeah, I tried pretty damn hard to get your score, but the point is that you didn't make it. I'm really sorry, man.
It's okay, because we're gonna do another James Bond Let's Play.
Yes, we're going to do one more level, but this time it's Agent Under Fire.
And it'll be totally like on crack. It'll be crazy.
Yeah, and it'll be its own independent Let's Play, so tune in next time, ladies and gentlemen, to our next Let's Play of 007 Agent Under Fire for the GameCube, where we only do one level, and that round will be 15 minutes long. So this is Nintendo Guy.
And BarryBobbins.
I'm too sad right now to say my name.
And Ginger Ale. Oh, sorry. Were you gonna say something?
No, I wasn't gonna say anything.
No, I thought that Generic Person 12 was gonna say something.
Don't say my name. You make it sound so vile.
Okay, then
you make it sound dirty.
Person whose name I can't repeat because I can't say it.
Anyway, take care and see you later.
Just
and
call me
Ginger.
boy.
Okay, fine. And Ginger Ale burns your mouth.